Time is the most valuable resource you will ever have, yet it's the one thing people waste without a second thought. Every second that passes is gone forever, yet so many live as if they have an unlimited supply. They put things off, delay their dreams, and convince themselves that they'll start later. But later is a lie. It's the silent thief that robs you of everything you could have been. Time waits for no one. The only time that exists is now, and those who succeed in life understand this simple truth. Every second counts. When you fully grasp that your time is limited, your entire mindset shifts. You stop wasting time on distractions. You stop letting fear hold you back. You stop settling for a life that is less than extraordinary. Instead, you take action. You push forward. You fight for your dreams like your life depends on it. Because it does. Success is not given. It is earned second by second, choice by choice, action by action. Every successful person in history understood this. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They created it. They didn't let time slip away. They owned it and used it to build something great. Most people don't realize how much time they waste. They scroll through their phones for hours, watch meaningless television, procrastinate on their goals, and live as if they'll have another chance to do it all over again. But here's the reality. You don't get a second chance at life. Every second you waste is gone forever. And if you continue wasting time, one day you'll wake up full of regret, wondering why you didn't do more when you had the chance. Think about this. If you waste just 1 hour a day, that's 365 hours a year, over 15 full days wasted. Imagine wasting 2 or 3 hours daily. That's months of your life disappearing into nothingness, all because you were too comfortable, too distracted, or too afraid to take action. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not talent, intelligence, or luck. It's how they use their time. Winners make every second count. They work when others rest. They grind when others make excuses. And because of that, they achieve things most people only dream about. Excuses are the enemy of progress. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you're lying to yourself. You're feeding the illusion that you have unlimited time, when in reality, you don't even know if you have another day. The only guarantee in life is this moment, right now. The only way forward is to stop making excuses and start taking action. Fear is one of the biggest reasons people hesitate. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. But here's the truth. Fear will never go away. The only way to overcome it is to act despite it. Every time you push through fear, you grow stronger. Every time you take action, you build confidence. Every time you refuse to give up, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Taking action doesn't mean waiting for motivation to strike. It means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline will carry you through when motivation fades. You must train yourself to act, to push forward, to move even when every part of you wants to stop. Because success isn't about feeling good every day. It's about doing what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. Success is not built in a day. It is built in the small choices you make every single day. Waking up early to work on your goals. Choosing to exercise instead of sitting on the couch. Reading books that expand your mind instead of wasting time on social media. Each of these small choices may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they compound into something incredible. Every great athlete, entrepreneur, artist, and leader has one thing in common. They mastered the art of consistency. They understood that greatness is not achieved overnight. It is built piece by piece, second by second, through relentless effort and unwavering commitment. The small actions you take today may not seem like much, but over months and years, they will separate you from everyone else. The people who achieve their dreams aren't the ones who work hard for a few days and then quit. They're the ones who show up day after day, no matter how hard it gets. We live in a world full of distractions. Every day, your time and attention are being pulled in 1,000 different directions. Social media, television, news, entertainment, other people's opinions. If you're not careful, you will spend your entire life consumed by things that do nothing to move you forward. The most successful people guard their time like it's the most valuable thing they own, because it is. They don't waste time on things that don't serve their goals. They cut out distractions. They say no to things that don't align with their vision. They focus with an intensity that most people cannot comprehend. And because of that, they achieve things most people never will. One day, you will wake up and it will be your last day on earth. You won't know it's your last day. You'll go through your morning routine thinking you have more time. But then, suddenly, your time will be up. And when that moment comes, you won't be able to go back. You won't be able to buy more time. You won't be able to fix the things you regret. What will you feel in that moment? Pride, fulfillment, or regret? Will you look back and know that you used every second to chase your dreams, to become the person you were meant to be? Or will you look back and realize that you wasted it all, that you played it safe, that you let fear, comfort, and laziness steal the life you could have had? Right now you have a choice. You can keep living the way you have been, wasting time, making excuses, convincing yourself that you'll start later, or you can wake up. You can realize that your time is running out. You can make the decision right now that you will not waste another second, that you will not live a life of regret, that you will push yourself, fight for your dreams, and make every second count, because this is it. This is your one life. There are no second chances. There are no do-overs. Every second is a gift, and it's up to you to make it count. The difference between those who live extraordinary lives and those who live with regret is not luck, intelligence, or natural talent. It's relentless effort. The people who achieve the impossible aren't the ones who were handed the best opportunities. They are the ones who created their own opportunities. They refuse to accept mediocrity, refuse to be average, refuse to let excuses and obstacles stand in their way. Greatness is not something you are born with. It is something you build, choice by choice, action by action. Every second, you are making a decision to push forward or to stand still, to take control or to drift aimlessly, to grind harder or to let yourself slip. The path to greatness is paved with sacrifice, discipline, and an unshakable will to keep moving forward. There are no shortcuts. There are no easy routes. The only way to get there is to show up every single day and put in the work, whether you feel like it or not. Some days you will be tired. Some days you will doubt yourself. Some days you will feel like quitting. But those are the days that separate winners from everyone else. The most powerful weapon you have is your mind. If you want to be great, you have to train your mind to be stronger than your emotions. Most people let their feelings control them. They let fear stop them from taking risks. They let self-doubt convince them that they aren't good enough. They let distractions pull them away from their purpose. But the most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They control their minds. They don't let their emotions dictate their actions. They don't let fear keep them from moving forward. They don't let setbacks make them give up. Instead, they use every failure as fuel. They use every moment of doubt as motivation to prove themselves wrong. If you let your mind be weak, full of excuses, fears, and hesitation, it will control you. But if you train it every day, if you replace negativity with relentless belief, if you push past fear, if you discipline yourself to focus only on what moves you forward, you will become unstoppable. The greatest warriors, the most successful entrepreneurs, the ones who changed the world, they all had mastery over their minds. They refused to let doubt dictate their actions. They refused to let fear control their decisions. They refused to let obstacles break them. And because of that, they won battles most people wouldn't even dare to fight. Comfort is the silent killer of potential. It feels good in the moment, but it slowly destroys your future. Most people stay stuck in their lives not because they aren't capable, but because they refuse to step outside of what feels safe. They convince themselves that what they have is good enough, even when deep down they know they were meant for more. But good enough is the enemy of greatness. Every person who has ever achieved something incredible had to step outside their comfort zone. They had to risk failure, embarrassment, struggle, and uncertainty. They had to walk away from the easy path and choose the harder road. The greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the world-changing leaders, they didn't get there by playing it safe. They got there by pushing themselves beyond their limits, by doing things that scared them, by stepping into the unknown with courage. Your comfort zone is a prison, and the longer you stay inside, the harder it becomes to break free. The only way to grow is to force yourself into discomfort. If it's uncomfortable, it's probably the right move. If it scares you, it's probably exactly what you need to do. Stop running from difficulty. Stop avoiding struggle. Stop seeking the easy way out. Because the easy way leads nowhere. But the hard way, the path of effort, discipline, and sacrifice, that's the road to greatness. Success isn't for everyone. That's the truth most people don't want to hear. Because success requires sacrifice, and most people aren't willing to make it. They want the rewards, but they don't want the work. They want the results, but they don't want to endure the pain of getting there. They want the glory, but they aren't willing to grind in the dark before anyone sees their efforts. If you want success, you have to pay the price. There are no shortcuts. There is no easy way. You have to be willing to put in years of hard work without immediate reward. You have to be willing to show up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. You have to be willing to fail, learn, and keep going. Most people quit before they ever see results because they expect instant gratification. But that's not how success works. You plant the seeds today, and you might not see growth for months, even years. But if you keep watering those seeds, if you keep showing up, if you keep grinding while everyone else gives up, you will win. This is where most people fail. They stop too soon. They get discouraged. They look at others who seem to have it easier and think, maybe I'm not meant for this. But the ones who make it, the ones who become great, they don't stop. They don't let frustration make them quit. They push through. They keep going. They trust the process. And one day, after years of dedication, everything changes. The question is, Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to keep going when nothing seems to be happening? Are you willing to grind when no one is watching? Are you willing to suffer now for the life you want later? If the answer is no, then stop pretending you want success. But if the answer is yes, then stop wasting time and get to work. Right now you have the power to make a decision that will change your life. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Right now. This is the moment where you decide that you will no longer waste time. This is the moment where you decide that you will not live a life of regret. Every second from this point forward is a chance to change everything. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to know exactly how you're going to get there. You just have to start. You just have to take the first step. Because once you take that step, once you commit to the journey, you will build unstoppable momentum. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more wasted seconds. This is your life. This is your time. Make every second count.